And now, your host, Couch Tomato!
But let's get into the fun stuff. And I think this part is easier to predict because a lot of people got the predictions right on Force Awakens on this, like who will die. You know, a lot of people thought one of the members was going to bite it, and they said it was going to, well, one of the original members of the Trinity, Luke, Leia, and Han, one of them are going to die. So, speaking of dead people, who will die?
I think, okay, this one, like you said before, it's going to be pretty easy, only because, you know, R.I.P. Carrie Fisher. But I think, you know, Leia, this is it. Like, she's going to die in this one. I'm not sure how, though. I keep going back and forth. Like,
don't go back and forth. you trust the Force.
All right. I think Kylo is not gonna kill her. Like,
keep going. keep going. You're right.
If we're staying with this prediction, I'm trying to see. Are you saying that Luke is gonna kill her? If we're staying with this prediction that he's gonna go to the dark side?
Nah, I don't think Luke got that in him. Nah,
Okay.
Luke ain't going that far to the dark side. Like, the only person he hated was his daddy. Remember, he loved his sister, loved her so much they kissed. But I think Leia. First off, let me agree with you. I think Leia must go. May God rest her soul. Carrie Fisher will be truly missed. However, I think they tie a director's hands in this franchise if General Leia is kept alive. It's just too difficult to manage that. And we've seen this happen in The Sopranos when a meaningful character passes in real life, you find a way to give them a nice exit strategy. So I believe Snoke is the one who will pull the trigger. And I think this is going to be the straw that broke the camel's back between him and Kylo Ren. I do believe the studio probably originally wanted to kill off Luke. However, after the news of Carrie Fisher, I don't think you want to kill all members of the Trinity. You know, I just think, okay, look, Luke, originally you were supposed to die. Instead, we're going to make you a villain. However, we've already killed off Han, and if we have to kill off Carrie, so we can't kill off Luke. There has to be some surviving remnant. So I think Snoke is going to be the one to pull the trigger, and I think that'll elevate him as a villain, whether they kill him or not, because Darth Maul was a nice villain. He took out some heavyweights, you know. So I think if Snoke is the one to take out General Leia, it'll just be a nice part of his legacy from an evil perspective. And this is what's going to cause Kylo to team up with Rey to kill Snoke. And I think this is going to push Kylo to the, you know, light. He's like, what? The dark side causes you to kill a person who surrendered. Like, General Leia was obviously surrendering. By the way, she was surrendering on my behalf because she didn't want me to get hurt.
And remember that pep talk she gave, like, with Han, like, she was just like, yo, go save our son. Like, he's still in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she knew, like, the light is still in him.
The only light, you sure the light wasn't in Han? And that wasn't light, that was a lightsaber. I don't know if she had right projections on that.
No, she believed in her son.
A theme in this movie is mothers are very important. Like, the love of, for Anakin, the love Anakin had for his mother caused him to go to the dark side. You know, the love that basically Kylo has for his mom might be strong enough to bring him back to the light. So yeah, I just think fathers come a dime a dozen in this franchise, and they're usually deadbeats. It was a bad idea for Han to take that leap of faith, to take that leap of death. You know, so it's like, yeah, I think General Leia, and that'll be a nice send off too. She dies, bringing her son back to the light. You know, so
no, but even in that situation, like where you see him get stabbed. Like, he's, you know, his son's face, like, well, even though you're killing me right now, I still have love for you. And then you can see it on Kylo's face, like, damn, what did I just do? In a way, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if I saw that.
It didn't feel,
I don't know if I saw that.
No, to me, it didn't. Like, it didn't ease.
I don't know if I saw that. I'm not sure.
It didn't ease.
Did you watch it in 1080p?
I did. I watched it in 1080p IMAX.
Because I was gonna say sometimes that Kylo was that something like that pushes you over the edge. Like, I don't know if you watch gangster movies, but it's like, that's like a defining Nino Brown moment. That's like when Nino Brown killed the school teacher. It's like, there ain't no coming back from that. You're no longer redeemable.
No, but I don't think No, I think, but that's the point. Why is he still conflicted then? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he killed his dad and that was supposed to be the be all end all, that's supposed to like, okay, now I'm fully in the dark side. But yet we still see him conflicted. To me, it didn't serve its purpose. It didn't accomplish what he thought it would do.
All right,
that's what I'm trying to say.
All right, that's that. But all right, so far we have Leia dying. I have Snoke dying. So you got one, I got two.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is going in this movie? I think it's one more person. You're just not thinking of him.
Poe?
I don't think Poe's going anywhere. I think Poe's team is going to die. But I think they're setting up Poe to keep him in his back pocket. Because if you remember, there was a lot of rumors before they announced Rogue One and the Solo's standalone picture that they wanted to focus on, Poe and his team. So I think that Star Wars knows what they got with him, and they're like, nope, he's a good actor. Like from a Academy perspective, this guy's gonna be a heavyweight when it's all said and done. So let's keep him as a trophy. He's not going anywhere. I think a lot of his pals are. However, Captain Phasma is dead.
Yeah. That's true.
I think Brianna Tarth wasn't what we expected.
That's facts.
Yeah, and this Finn's gonna get revenge on this movie. So in Force Awakens, a lot of stars were born, pun intended, but Phasma wasn't one of those stars. So the universe would survive without her. Finn hits women, not a good sign if you're looking to get into a relationship with Rey, but Finn is going to kill her.
Yeah, you can see it in the trailer. Like, I think that lightsaber battle, like, I think that's gonna be like her end.
It's not a lightsaber that it's that tech that they gave the stormtroopers since they have bad aim.
Okay, yeah, that gun thing. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's something like that. I think I would have to rewatch the trailer, but I'm like, okay, cool. Like, now that's another thing. I like the new devices that they're bringing in this universe. So, but I think Phasma's gone. I think it's a given. I think Snoke, maybe a 50% chance. I think Leia is like 99.9%. She's out of it. So those are my three. And usually you only really get one significant death a movie. So the fact that they'll have 2.5, that'll be good. So it means that they're pulling out all the stops. So another thing, which is everyone wants to know, who's Rey's father?
You like tomato?
And you like tomato?
Potato?
Potato?
Tomato?
Tomato?
Let's go!